Good evening. Welcome to my PowerPoint presentation as I'll be looking at obesity among adolescent and childhood. This is theoretical foundation for health behavior, and I'll be looking at TTM, which is the trans theoretical model of behavior. We all know in recent years obesity has been significantly increasing in teens and adolescents. What is the reason behind this and what caused it? Could it be dietary habits, lifestyle of the adolescent, or the fact that they have substitute physical activity for more television, more computer time, or is it just the gratification of having something sweet to satisfy their sensation? Instead of eating healthy, they're eating more high calorie junk. The problem that we should not neglect is that the complexity of the disorder that cause a number of unhealthy problems. And being overweight in adolescence causes a slew of health and medical condition, even mental condition as well, from being teased, bullied that they're overweight, they're fat, all different type of name that has been used to call or to quantify their existence or their look. The trans theoretical model is a behavior change that assists with individual readiness to act on a new healthy behavior and provides strategy or process of change to guide the individual through the stages of change from not ready to the maintenance stage. The trans theoretical model is also known or observed as a TTM, or in the term the stage of change. So let's look at these a little bit more. The health behavior state of change, a trans theoretical model, is to provide a framework for describing how behavior change can take place based upon the model described here in 5 stages. As I said, there's 5 stages. The pre-contemplation, are not ready. Stage 2, contemplation, getting ready. Stage 3, preparation, which is being ready. And my favorite stage is action, or I would like to call it, is means to get up and do something with yourself. And the last stage is maintenance. That's the 5th stage. So let's look at these a little bit in its entirety so we can get a better understanding of what these stages mean. Pre-contemplation stage, stage 1, the not ready stage. People in this stage do not intend to start a healthy behavior anytime soon in the near future, and may be unaware of the need to change. People here learn more about healthy behavior. They are encouraged to think about the pros of changing their behavior and their feeling about their emotion, about the effects of their negative behavior or others. Pre-contemplation, typically, what they do is they underestimate the pros of changing to a healthier behavior, and they overestimated the cons of not being aware or want to take part of in changing their habit. One of the most effective steps that they can do in this stage is to be encouraged to become more mindful of their decision making and to be more conscious of the benefits in changing to eat healthy. So we're gonna move on from there, and the following one, next one, step 2, is contemplation, or they said getting ready. Um, at this stage, they are pretty much intending to start the healthy behavior within the next 6 months. 6 months seem to be the trend. They're not ready to start, which is a pre-contemplation for it within the next 6 months, and contemplation is they're ready to start within the next 6 months. So when they look at it, ready to start in the next 6 months, they will are usually now more aware of the pros of changing and their cons of not equally to are not equally to the pros of not changing. So when they get to the contemplation, they have already worked out in their mind and see the necessity to change their eating habit for the better of their children. Then we move on to stage 3. Stage 3 is also the preparation. stage where we was from not ready, getting ready, so now we are ready to do something. People in stage three are those that are ready, are already started taking action within are ready to start taking action within the next 30 days. They take small steps that they believe can help them to make a healthy behavior as part of their life. For example, they will they will get in contact with their families, their friends, their neighborhood, so people around them, to help or want to help them change that behavior. People in this stage should be encouraged or seek support from friends they trust. Tell people about their plan, what they intend to do. Have some type of accountability partner that they can stay in touch with. Somebody that will be able to encourage them so they won't lapse. Because at the end of this, I'm gonna show you that there is no there's no stopping point. There's no starting point. So people tend to either jump off, and feel fed. Let's get to my favorite stage. As I said, the action stage, or get up and do something with yourself. People at the action stage have changed their behavior within the last 6 months and need to work hard to keep moving ahead. These uh, these women in the action stage need to learn how to strengthen their commitment. So, as I said, this is when they have reviewed all the pros and cons and see that the cons does not outweigh the pro, and they need to do something with themselves. Then, after all this has been met, then we get to the point of stage five, which is maintenance. People at this stage change their behavior more than 6 months ago. It is important for people in this stage to be aware of situations that may tempt them, as well as slipping back into doing unhealthy behavior, which is so easily to do, and pretty much can become a stressful behavior, a behavioral stressor on them. It is recommended that people in this stage seek support continually, talk to people who they trust, spend time with people.
Hi, Gary here. Today I want to talk about trans theoretical model for behavioral change. Now, this particular model was created by a man named James O. Prochaska of the University of Rhode Island and his colleagues, and it was back in 1977. Now, originally they created this model for new, healthier actions, so we are changing behaviors for new, healthier action. But we found when we looked at this particular model that it's very similar to what at least our firm goes through and a lot of other firms go through in making proactive change. So it's a five-step process, or five-step. First one is stage pre-contemplation. It's kind of like you just starting to get an idea about something, musing about something. It's kind of hanging around out there in the back of your mind, not really consciously dealing with it. And then you move to the stage two, which is contemplation. The contemplation, once you really start thinking about it, figuring out how you might use it, how it might integrate into your business, how it might be there for you to do in a variety of different ways. And then when you get serious about it, you get to the next stage, which is preparation. So preparation now is saying, hey, we're going to make this behavioral change. We're going to go ahead and integrate a new way of doing technology, a new way of working within our teams, whatever that happens to be. And then action means you actually start doing something. You start putting it in place. And then finally, maintenance means you continue this program along, changing it as you go, and so forth. Now, at any point, you can kind of go back. I mean, you can get to any one of these stages, and it'll drive back. So you can get to action, and it can stop. You get to maintenance, and it can stop. Behavioral change is really difficult, and we know.
Change their eating habit. Have them eat slower. Have them to develop a routine. Give them a meal plan to make a better food selection. Stop buying the junk food. Stop because it tastes good, because they want it, and start buying healthier food. I know that the cost of buying healthier food is more expensive. Try to control the portion and consume less calorie increase, and increase the physical activity. Have them go outside, ride a bike, walk, run, play sport, play with them, and cut down on the television and the computer time and make it more family time, family orientated. In this same field, trans-theoretical model, we have acknowledged that not everyone is ready to change their behavior. This model is helpful to make the design for a health plan and program to interact in change and making an individual move through these desired stage. So as I said, be careful because you can slip back. This is a stage which there's nothing to hold you if you do not have that self determination to stay focused and stay up on this program. So if you're not that way, you will be able to slip back into the not ready stage or the pre completion stage. So if you have any question, feel free to email me and I'll try to answer them. At this point, my 10 minutes is up, so I'll